Nobody cares that you are tired. Nobody cares that life was unfair to you. Nobody cares about your excuses, your backstory, your bad days, or how much potential you swear you have. And here is the brutal truth that frees you. Nobody cares, so work harder. That sentence sounds cruel until you understand it, until you realize it is not meant to break you. It is meant to cut the rope you have been hanging from. Miyamoto Musashi lived by this truth long before motivational posters, before podcasts, before self-help culture turned discipline into a lifestyle aesthetic. He lived in blood, mud, cold nights, empty stomachs, and absolute indifference from the world. When Musashi woke up each day, the world was not rooting for him. There was no audience waiting to clap, no master checking his progress, no one asking how he felt. There was only the sword and the work. That is why his name survived when thousands of other warriors vanished like dust. Let me tell you something uncomfortable right now. The world does not wake up thinking about you. Your boss does not lie awake wondering if you feel fulfilled. Strangers are not tracking your struggle. Even the people closest to you are busy fighting their own quiet wars. This is not bitterness. This is reality. And reality is power when you stop resisting it. Musashi started his life poor, wild, aggressive, and angry, not the calm philosopher people imagine. He was rough, unpolished, hated by many, mocked by others. He lost his family early. He lost his mentors early. He had no safety net. By the time he was a teenager, no one was checking if he turned out okay. And that is when the shift happened. He realized something most people never do. If nobody is coming to save me, then nobody gets to stop me. That thought is dangerous. That thought separates men from statistics. There is a scene in the anime Vagabond where Musashi wanders alone after a brutal loss. He is hungry, beaten, rejected. People look at him like trash. And in that silence, something sharp forms inside him. Not bitterness, resolve. He stops asking the world for permission. Most people die waiting for motivation, waiting for confidence, waiting for the perfect plan, waiting for someone to say you are ready. That waiting room has no exit. Musashi walked out. Here is the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Your suffering is not special. Your struggle is not unique. Your potential means nothing until it produces results. The universe does not reward intention. It rewards action taken when you did not feel ready. Musashi did not train because it felt good. He trained because if he did not, he would be weak. And weak men do not survive for long. There is a scene in Rocky where he runs before dawn while the city is asleep. No cheering, no music yet, just breathing and footsteps. That scene hits because it is real. Progress happens when nobody is watching. Musashi trained alone for years, not days, not months, years, in forests, in caves, on mountains, with wooden swords, with no validation that it was working. People thought he disappeared because he failed. In reality, he was becoming dangerous. Right now, you are living in the loudest era humanity has ever produced. Noise is constant. Opinions never stop. Everyone is broadcasting something. Everyone is branding themselves. Everyone is begging the world to look at them, validate them, confirm they matter. People are not building lives anymore. They are building exhibitions. They post gym photos instead of adding weight to the bar. They announce goals instead of finishing them. They memorize quotes instead of developing skill. They chase visibility instead of results. The feed keeps scrolling. The noise keeps growing. But nothing real is moving forward. Progress has become unfashionable because progress requires silence. Privacy is your weapon in an age addicted to exposure. When you work in silence, there is no imaginary crowd judging your early mistakes. There is no pressure to look impressive. No deadline but the one you set. No image to protect. You are free to be weak, to struggle, to fail badly, to look foolish, and to sharpen slowly. Real growth only happens when you are allowed to be unimpressive for a long time. Musashi chose that invisibility on purpose. He vanished while others chased status. He trained while others talked. He endured boredom while others entertained themselves. And when he returned, his presence alone unsettled rooms. He did not need to announce himself. His capability spoke before he ever did. There is a short story few people mention. Musashi once arrived late to a duel deliberately. Not because he was sloppy, because he understood psychology. He wanted his opponent pacing, irritated, distracted, trapped inside emotion. While the other man cooked in his ego, Musashi remained still, calm breath. clear eyes. The fight ended almost instantly. That is emotional discipline, control when chaos is tempting. Most people are controlled by discomfort. Hunger makes them irritable. Fatigue makes them quit. Anxiety makes them procrastinate. Boredom makes them reach for distraction. Doubt freezes them completely. They feel resistance and pull away. Musashi felt it and pressed forward. Discomfort is not a danger signal. It is feedback that you are touching the edge of growth. Comfort is the real threat. Comfort never screams, it whispers, it convinces you to delay, it softens your timing, it dulls your instincts without ever announcing the damage. Every easy decision shapes an easier man. Every hard decision forges something sharper. There is no neutral ground. You want confidence? Earn it through action. You want respect? Become useful under pressure. You want strength? Carry responsibility and weight. The world does not reward good intentions. It rewards problems solved. Musashi was not charming. He was not polite. He did not play social games. But when it mattered, when reality stripped away manners and reputation, none of that counted. Only skill survived. In modern life, skill creates leverage. Results generate opportunities. Usefulness commands respect. Titles and likability fade quickly. Competence lasts. Look at your own life honestly. Who do people rely on when things fall apart? Who gets contacted in emergencies? Who receives real opportunities? Not the nicest, not the loudest, the most capable. You do not need universal approval. You need to be undeniable. There is a poisonous lie everywhere telling you that readiness must come first, that you need confidence before action, that healing comes before effort. That belief must precede movement. Musashi moved first, confidence followed. Discipline does not wait for motivation. Motivation follows disciplined behavior. Work first, emotion later. I once knew a man who cleaned offices at night while the city slept. Invisible work, no praise. He trained boxing after his shift in an empty gym. No posts, no audience, no encouragement. 5 years later, that same man owned the gym. The walls that ignored him now carried his name. Nobody cared when he started. Everyone respected him when he finished. That is the pattern. If you want to change your life, start doing things that give no immediate pleasure. Wake up earlier than required. Train when your energy is low. Create when scrolling feels easier. Show up consistently when silence is the only response. That is not punishment. That is conditioning. Near the end of his life, Miyamoto Musashi isolated himself in a cave and wrote the Book of 5 Rings. No publisher, no audience, no promise it would matter. He wrote because mastery demanded expression. That book survived centuries. You will never regret building skill. You will regret time wasted waiting for permission. Here is something few people warn you about. When you stop chasing validation, loneliness increases. At first, fewer messages, less applause, more silence. Good. Silence means you stopped performing and started producing. And inside that silence, something solid grows. You respect yourself more. You trust your word. You see proof of work stacking quietly day by day. That is real self-esteem. Not affirmations, evidence. Musashi never asked if life was fair. He asked what action was required. He accepted that nobody cared, and that acceptance removed every excuse. So hear this clearly. Nobody is coming. Nobody owes you belief. Nobody will clap at the beginning. Good. That means nothing stands in your way. Work harder than your mood. Train past comfort. Build long after motivation leaves. Not because the world is cruel, because freedom belongs to those who act without permission. Nobody cares. Pick up the sword anyway. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.